Hey everybody, welcome to my messy room. I have a book review and it is Death of the Dragon by Ed Greenwood and Troy Denny. So basically I'm going to start off where I left off for the last book because this is book 3 of the Cormyr saga and it is the last book. So where did we leave off? I think I said that we leave off with Tanalasta doing something really stupid. And that stupid thing she did was get married to the man she met for like a couple of days and have sex with him. And they're in the middle of danger and she decides this is the guy I need to marry because he is going to be the one of my dreams that prevents all the scourges and all that evil I saw in my vision from happening. But even after she marries him and beds him, the Gaznas keep coming and things just keep getting worse. So it makes me wonder if she did all that, getting married behind her father's back, behind everyone else's back, just because she felt that, because of her visions, that by marrying this guy would save the realm, why is she still hung up on this guy even after she realized it doesn't? And why is it never brought up again? Why, even after these Gaznas keep attacking, why is it never brought up that her vision was a total fail and that the choice she made obviously did not solve the problems of her vision? It was never brought up again. And it makes me even wonder why it was brought up in the first place. So anyways, as you know, as smart as Tanalasta they try to make her seem, she's very stupid because she gets pregnant. She's in the middle of nowhere in complete peril. Her life is in danger continuously. Time after time she's getting attacked. And she gets pregnant. And when she was having sex with this guy, which they were still in danger when she had sex with him, she doesn't think, oh, I can get pregnant. Her stupidity just gets on me because they try to make her seem so smart. That's like her prominent feature, is just she's smart. She just knows every book in the library by heart. And she doesn't even think, oh, I can get pregnant by having sex. Okay. And to top it off, we got a new peril, which is this dragon. And we find out it is the dragon that's causing all this to happen because it's really not a dragon, it's an elf. And she went through some stuff and she has like this vendetta against all the royals, I guess, in Cormyr. All the humans, basically. She wants to destroy all the humans. So yeah. Tanalasta does eventually find out a way to get rid of the Gaznas and kill them. It was pretty interesting. I actually liked the way they solved that problem. I also liked the way they solved the problem of the dragon. But Tanalasta's time after time just is sheer stupid. She's just stupid because every time her husband's brought up, despite her pregnancy, she puts herself in danger. Her and her baby, and we do go over the course of her pregnancy, so for most of the book she's like huge. So she puts her and her obviously pregnant body, so it's like not that she doesn't know that she's pregnant, in danger time and time again just because she wants to see her husband. The husband who did not solve the problems of her vision, and for some reason she's madly in love with him for no reason at all because they've only been together a couple weeks before splitting up again because he had to go his separate ways from her. And even then, when they had to split up to save their lives, she didn't want to do that. And she put her life in danger again because she didn't want to split up for him. Okay. Yes. And it's like, it's not, what pisses me off is if she wants to put herself in danger because she loves him so much, that is fine. But she is not putting herself in danger. She's also putting her whole realm in danger. There's times where she needs to really think first on the realm because she has a lot of knowledge of how to kill the Gaznas and how to, make the realm a better place. And time and time again, she's putting herself in danger along with the realm. just because she wants to see her husband one more time or wants to know what if his fate, and just it's really stupid. It's like you have this whole realm to think of, you have this baby to think of, and yet you are willing to put yourself in danger and your whole realm just to see what happened to your husband, who I'm sure would rather you take care of the realm. And he's told her, I'd rather you take care of the realm, I'd rather you take care of yourself than worry about me. He's told her that time and time again, and she's just stupid. And when they split up, he didn't know she was pregnant, so that added an interesting twist in the storyline. And so we did end off on a sad note, which I like. I like sad endings. It's different from the typical, and they all lived happily ever after. And I actually did cry a bit. It wasn't like a super emotional cry. It was just like when the sad moment hit, I did cry. And then there was a big death that happened that I was totally not expecting, and I was secretly pleased and surprised at the same time. I'm not going to tell you whose death it was, but I think by hearing that I was pleased, you can guess whose death it was. But basically, they do end up killing the Gazness, killing the dragon, and there was another death, the one that made me cry, because it was very emotional. It was dragged on a bit longer than it should have been, but then again, this whole book series was dragged on a bit longer than it should have been. But the ending was pretty interesting. There were a couple questions where I was unsure what happened. A couple things that if they should have elaborated on and never did, like the dream thing where Tanalessa had the vision that if she married the one she loved, the whole like realm would be saved, which obviously didn't happen and it was never brought up again. Rowan, what happened to him at the end? He basically disappeared mysteriously, and I don't know why, or what happened to him. And just a few sprinklings of things that aren't particularly important, but I think would have helped if they explained it. Yeah, I think that would have been better. But we do get more of other characters. It's not just Tanalasta, thank the gods. It is Finger to Hast again is prominent, just like he's in the other two. Not as prominent as the first book, but he reoccurs often. We get more of Azun, who I love dearly. He's a big character because he's the only one who could kill the dragon. And he's your typical brave, just awesome guy. Your typical like knight. And then there's Alisair, who's literally your warrior princess. And I love her a lot, but none of these characters do get as in-depth as you did with Tanalasta, who I thought was a very odd choice to pick as a main character, as she's constantly doing stupid things despite how smart the writers try to make her seem. And she is smart, I can't deny that. She does know her books, she does know her talents, she does know a lot of things that other people couldn't figure out. But for like all her intelligence, she's so stupid just for one guy. I mean, like, and it pisses me off because she's been betrayed by a man before. She's been you know, so head over heels for a man before that she has put the realm in danger, and you think she would have learned from the first time, or at least reminded herself as she was doing stupid things for this guy, but she never did, and nobody else called her out on it, and everybody was encouraging her every step of the way of her stupid pregnancy that she should have thought about before doing it. The fact that she is pregnant is not stupid, but the way she got pregnant was stupid, and the way she keeps putting her baby in danger is stupid. And people keep like applauding her on, and you know what you're doing, and it's just like she constantly puts the realm in danger. This is who you want to be your queen. Ugh. So anyways, more about the book itself. I said that we don't get a lot of in-depth about the characters, which I don't really like. There were a couple of just untouched on things that I thought were interesting, but they never brought up again. So there's kind of just these parts where you're like, man, I wish they talked more about that. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think this book was a little dragged out in the middle parts, and I think a lot of it could have been dropped. This book series probably could have been 2 books, maybe even one really big book. I think that the first one was the best. I hated the second one, and the third one was the best. It did have a great ending, and it did have a great beginning. Not this book in particular, but of the saga. The saga book 1 was a great beginning, and this had a great ending, but you had to be like, I don't know, around here for the great ending. And the fleshier part of it wasn't the best. I think mainly because our main character was so stupid, and I'm the kind of person that always thinks of ways that the book could be better. Not the book could be better, but the way the situation was handled could be better. I'm always the one like thinking, oh my gosh, why isn't this character doing this? Why is this character not doing that? I'm always the one thinking that. I don't enjoy books like I should. I don't sit there and be like, okay, it's happening the way it's happening. No, I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, this character needs to do this. Oh my gosh, I know it's going to happen. And it's just like, I'm just one of those people. So basically, I think the story was interesting. If you think about the way it got set up in the beginning and how it progressed, it doesn't really make much sense, but the way they did end up connecting the dots was pretty interesting, and I don't think this book series was bad at all. I do find some things really frustrating about it. It is a lot more fun if you know anything about Forgotten Realms, if you played D&D, or if you've played Forgotten Realms based games. I think Neverwinter Nights is Faerun, which is the Forgotten Realms is Faerun. D&D does have more than one world, so Forgotten Realms is Faerun. So if you know anything about Faerun, it's really fun. I did notice in the beginning a couple of cities that were recognizable. Other than that, well, not so much. So I'm going to be reading Name of the Wind next. If you want to check this out, go ahead, especially if you are a Forgotten Realms fan and you have not checked this out. I don't think it was bad. So thank you for your time. I'm going to be reading Name of the Wind. I know I kind of jumbled up Name of the Wind and went back to the book all in like a millisecond. But thank you for your time. Bye.